I am always amazed at what I get as emails um, from quote, the opposition. And this is one I just received today, Organizing for America. And basically, although President Obama is saying that the health bill is more or less on, don't believe him. Don't believe him. Because he will say anything. Like he said, he was against mandatory health insurance when he was running for office, and now he wants to put me in jail if I don't pay the fine and become his slave. He wants to make a whole generation of slaves. And you folks just don't get it. There's parts in the bill that can never be rescinded. Do you understand? That means that once they get this thing in, they have totally gone against the whole thrust of this Constitution, and they're passing laws that can never be changed. How the hell can you make a law that can never be changed? If what happens if he makes a, well, he's making a law come to fruition that is almost that of a demonic dictator. But that's okay. So, and even we're talking in this thing that we're spending about $8,047 per person on health care in this country a year. Let me tell you something. If that's what we're spending on health care per person a year, we have one sick society. We have a society that obviously is going the wrong direction with all these artificial flavors and artificial colors and you name it, artificial sweeteners. We are loading up the people with these sweeteners and more sweeteners. I'll never forget when my poor departed aunt was discovered that she had diabetes. You know what everybody brought her? Dietary crap. Cookies. All this crap. I mean, this crap. And that's what they're feeding us. We're like cows being fed a diet that is full of all kinds of genetically altered stuff that has all kinds of bug repellents and insecticides in the food that we're eating. It's unbelievable. And then, of course, we fill ourselves up with insecticides in the house and stuff. We spray the house, and the kids are coming with all kinds of leukemia. They put all kinds of growth hormones in the milk products, and everybody was coming down with lymphatic cancer. We have all kinds of stuff going on, and none of you folks are asking the question, why do they live longer in 39 other countries, at least 39 other major countries, than they do in the United States? They live 2 years longer in Canada, and yet we're saying, oh, people come down from Canada treatments in the United States. Well, despite the fact that they're claiming that Canada has this terrible health plan, and they do, I mean, they do wait you out. They essentially hope you die before you get the treatment. If you want a bypass, you got to wait so many years that you probably would have died without it, so they figure that's one less thing. They don't even try to stop people from smoking up in Canada. There's no active plan because if everybody stopped smoking, they'd live longer. They'd really bankrupt the situation. So you understand. But even with all that, they live at least 2 years longer than the average American. Now, if you could explain that and say, why aren't they addressing why we're dying off sooner than 39 other countries? And these other countries, by the way, spend about half of what we do per person on health care. So you tell me, folks, what the deal is. And now, like I said, we have this organization here that is basically a lackey for President Obama and his henchmen. I don't want to lose this opportunity to talk about Congressman Carney and Chris Carney and Senator Specter or Senator Casey, who are all for having us fined, put in jail, arrested, whatever, if we don't buy the type of health insurance that they deem is necessary. All the health insurance policies that George Bush was talking about, these medical savings accounts with high deductible insurance, they're no good. If you stuck with those plans after these thugs get their way, if you stuck to it and said, hey, the old George Bush said this was a good deal, no, you'd get fined, and if you didn't pay the fine, you go to jail. I don't know what you folks don't understand about what's going on. And then you have the same group, essentially, for the cap trade situation, and they don't seem to care the fact that these are, once again, bills that once we sign that international treaty, we can't get out of it. So we're going on false science, and people are freaking out. Al Gore's going to make a ton of money, or the bankers are going to make tons of money handling this money. And you don't even get the idea about the Federal Reserve. You don't understand what the Federal Reserve is all about. In fact, I don't even understand, but I know it's sinister, and that these people have been given a franchise to own the United States. And every time things go bad, every time there's a war, the Federal Reserve gets more and more powerful, and they own us more and more. And there's no escaping. You talk about loan sharks? Let me tell you, the mafia were gentlemen compared to the Federal Reserve. And we've given up our rights to print our own money. Let me tell you, no one's questioning except for maybe Ron Paul. So anyhow, maybe you folks deserve to get exactly what you get, and maybe you deserve to be slaves. But I tell you what, this is a scary time, and I really hope for the sake of your children and your children's children that you really take a look at what the hell's going on, put a kibosh once and for all to this mandatory health insurance bill, and put a kibosh to anybody who supports this bill, and vote him out of office, and then vote Obama out of office, and let's start afresh. But let's find out why people live longer in other countries. Don't you think that'd be a good idea to find out? Anyhow, God bless America, our founding fathers who would all turn in their grave if they saw what was going on.